Hello there. Wait, what? Worried I put too much spice in your drink? Not to worry. I'm fairly certain your taste buds are just sensing the heat of today's topic. The Tasha's race debate. Back in 2020, there was a source book published by the name of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. It was a particularly large book that delved into some major optional changes to classes, mechanics, and rules. Now, while all of these were optional, there was the belief that many of the changes were detrimental to the game. Not only this, but there was the fear that these changes sounded the direction of where Dungeons & Dragons was going. One of the largest is the ability to change the stat bonuses that races receive. For example, let's use the race known as Turtles. Basically just humanoid turtles. These beings are granted +2 to strength and +1 to wisdom. Because of this, they are often go-to clerics and druids. With Tasha's custom race rule, you can be a turtle, but instead of those bonuses, you can have any you want. For example, you could be a turtle with +2 in intelligence and +1 in constitution. Suddenly, you can probably imagine the issues this brings. You can have halflings who are naturally stronger than dwarves. Now, my perspective is that I do not particularly hate these conceptually, but mechanically, it's a bit more complicated. You see, while I understand the reasons for having this rule, I would argue that if you take in consideration the racial abilities in conjunction with Tasha's rule, it destroys the balance of the game. Going back to the turtle example, let's have a look at what notable racial trait that they bring to the table. Natural armor. Due to your shell and the shape of your body, you are ill-suited to wearing armor. Your shell provides ample protection. However, it gives you a base AC of 17 with no dex bonuses. You gain no benefit from wearing armor, but if you're wearing a shield, you can apply the shield's bonus as normal. Now then, that armor class of 17 is equal to splint armor, 1 extra AC more than chain armor, which fighters start out with. This obviously is impressive. Most who go into the race with +2 strength won't really need to consider much else besides simply martial classes. Yet, those who play, say, a wizard might feel the lack of an ability modifier that helps their spells is worth it for the crazy high armor, which is certainly a smart choice. Yet, if the player could simply change the strength to intelligence, there is no give and take. It is simply the obvious route to go. It removes all complexity and fills it with simplicity. The road to Avernus is paved with good intentions. While I see the merits of making races more viable with other classes, I find that the optional rule is not the way to do it. But hope is not lost, for I have my own variant of this rule. In the case of, say, a half-orc, for example, let's say I wished to be a half-orc assassin, yet didn't wish to use strength weapons. What I allow for my games is to let players switch around the starting 2 attribute points. For a half-orc, they get +2 strength and +1 con. What I allow for is them to switch it to +2 con and +1 strength. This allows the players more of a chance to expand the horizons of their mind, while at the same time ensuring that there is still a cost to doing so. +2 constitution is something that all classes benefit from and keeps the original intent of the race bonus intact. Overall, the best of both worlds. Call it the McLoyf method. Anyways, I hope this video was informative. If you want to know more information about D&D and Baldurs Gate 3, I suggest checking out the playlist this video is a part of. And even more, I hope that you have a nice day.